I'm Dana from Be Mind Body Fitness, and today we are going to do a really nice full body stretch using resistance bands. So this is a really versatile piece of equipment that you can get absolutely anywhere, and more importantly, take anywhere with you. Easy to pack in your suitcase, so you can work out anywhere. Let's begin with our feet a little bit wider than hip width apart, so you have a nice base of support. And with your hands right outside of your thighs, take a deep breath in through your nose. And on your exhale, reach your arms right up overhead, keeping your ribs flat around your body, and lower the band back down. And again, reaching your arms up. And exhale, lower all the way down. And you want to make sure we're doing at least 10 repetitions of each exercise. And blow it all out. Always coordinating your movement with your breath so that you can focus on breathing deeply and fully. Breathing in through your nose, bringing oxygen into every little cell in your body, and exhaling it all out every time. One more time, reaching all the way up and lowering all the way down. Holding your arms overhead this time, in line with your ears. Take a breath and stretch up and over to your right. And your right arm is just reaching out towards the wall. The arm is parallel to the ground. Look up at your left hand and just pull with that left arm, reaching up higher. Pull, pull, keeping the right hand still and keeping your weight even through both legs so you're not leaning too much to your right. For 4 and 3, you'll feel a nice stretch all down your side. Take a breath, come into the center. And relax your arms down. Deep inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, up and over to your left this time. Left hand reaches to the side wall, looking up at your right hand, opening up your chest and just pulling with that outside arm. Hold it here, stretch long. Right arm reaches, reach, lift, lift. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 2, and 1. Take it to the center, deep breath in, and exhale, lower the arms down. And just relax the shoulders. It's really important that you take breaks anytime. If you're feeling like your shoulders are getting really tired, you're better off stopping for a minute, getting your nice form back. All right, for the next one here, we're holding the arms straight out in front of the chest, and this is going to help to loosen up through your traps and your neck, pulling to the sides. You're beginning with your hands just a little bit wider than your shoulders, and then slicing the air with your pinkies. Just pull and pull, reaching your fingertips long. Think of your body in terms of your skeletal system. So your wrists are straight, your elbows are straight, your chest is open, and the back of your neck is long. 4 and 3, 2, 1. It's deceiving. It catches up to you pretty quickly. Roll your shoulders around a few times, releasing any tension. Then your upper body should be loosening up and warming up a bit now. Flip your grip, palms face up, elbows by your sides. And again, think about your body in terms of your skeletal system. So instead of letting your wrists bend back this way, we want to keep them straight and even curled up just a little bit through the wrists as you rotate out to the sides. Rotate out through the forearms. Pull, center, pull, center. Sometimes the most simple exercises are the most productive. This does not have to be a big movement. Strengthening through the rotator cuffs, opening up your chest. Hold here, relax for a minute, roll the shoulders, bend the elbows again, and now you just do one at a time. So right pulls, left pulls, right and left. Standing nice and tall. And breathing. So easy to forget. We tend to hold our breath. 2, and 1. Release the arms. All right, flipping the grip yet again. Palms turn back, reaching your arms all the way overhead. This time we bend the elbows and take the band right to the base of your skull here, making sure that you're not bringing your arms out too wide, so you still have a good bend in the elbows, keeping the band close to your body. Reaching your arms overhead and lower all the way down. So put it together nice and smoothly. Go up and bend and lift and lower. Deep breath in, bend, lift, lower. Loosening up through the shoulders. So good for the posture. We tend to store a lot of tension here through the shoulders, the neck, the upper back. Instant release. The band is a great tool to take with you on road trips. If you've been sitting for a long period of time, this is such a great exercise to do. One more time. And hold it. Roll the shoulders around. And let's just take the right ear towards the right shoulder. Full breath in, chin towards your chest. Other side, taking the ear to your shoulder. Chin to your chest. And roll up your spine. All right, let's take the hands, still keeping them close, take them right out in front of your chest. So hands are no further than shoulder distance apart, because when you pull back, we want a lot of resistance as if you're trying to rip it in half, opening up the chest. Reach your arms out in front and pull, and front and pull. Opening your chest every time. Pulling evenly on both sides. 4 more like that. And 3, remember to take breaks anytime. 2, 1, little break. Take the arms back out in front. This time hold the bend in the elbows, keep the elbows lifted and pull to the sides. Just the forearms rotate out. Relax your neck, relax your shoulders. This is a deceiving one. It's more difficult than it looks. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Moving right along. Let's step on the band with your feet about hip width apart. This is my personal favorite. Anything that we do with spinal articulation feels so good in the back. Take some nice big shoulder rolls. Anchoring down evenly between your heels and toes, lifting through your arches. Deep inhale and imagine you're peeling away from a wall. Your head, your neck, your shoulders, upper back, middle back. Just let your upper body hang, let your arms hang. Shake your head. With soft knees, roll back up your spine. 1 vertebra at a time. Opening up your chest. And again, 3 big shoulder rolls. Up, back, and around. Take a full breath in. And a nice spine stretch, opening up the neck, the upper back, the middle back. The belly button is drawn in. Upper body hangs. Knees are soft, and you restack 1 vertebra at a time. And hold right here. All right, so releasing the band there. Keep it now under just your left foot with some, depending on the length of your band, you can adjust accordingly, but we want to make sure we have resistance in the band at all times. So stepping on it with your left foot and then holding it in the right hand. You can have your left arm by your side, on your hip, wherever it feels comfortable. And just lead with your elbow. Lift, lower. It's a row. Up, lower. It's important that you're controlling the band in both directions. So as you come down with control. You're not allowing the band to just pull you like that. Keep it smooth. this next one up. Open the chest even more and do a little pulse. And again, as far as the repetitions go, make sure you do at least 10 repetitions of everything. I'm choosing exercises today that target every muscle group. So making sure we're doing at least one for each muscle group. It's a good theory to follow when you're putting together a routine. Release it and switch sides. It's also important to make sure you're doing exercises that get into our smaller, more intrinsic muscles of the body, as opposed to always recruiting the larger, dominant, stronger muscles. With your breath, close your mouth, breathing in your nose. Hold this one up. Open up your chest some more. Abs drawn in and up, and do a little pulse. Lifting, lifting. 4 and 3, 2 and 1. Release it all the way down. Alrighty, let's have a seat. Doing stretches and exercises like this really teaches you a lot about your body if you're not used to stretching or you haven't done it in a long time. Moving in space teaches you where certain parts may be tighter or weaker, and those are the areas that you should really focus on. All right, so step 1, the band is around your feet, and priority number 1 is sitting up really, really tall on your sits bones. So you're not rounding your spine at all. If you need to bend your knees more, do that, because that will help you get your back straighter. It will help to release in your hip flexors and your hamstrings. If it feels good there though, if you've got a high level of flexibility, then go ahead and stretch your legs all the way out. For a low row, pull your arms back and reach out in front. Pull back and come out in front. Another great posture exercise. Anything that helps us to pull the shoulders back and open up the chest is going to be really helpful to help you stand up tall. Move with confidence. Hold the elbows back. Can you get even taller, as if you're trying to lift your ribs off of your hips? Little pulses between your shoulder blades. Pull, pull. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Straighten your arms all the way out. One at a time. Right elbow pulls. Now left. So from here we can start to add a little rotation. Twist through the spine. Staying still from your belly button down. So the rotation happens from the thoracic spine. Turn. Turn. Follow your elbow with your eyes. It should feel really good in your back. 2 and 1. Hold here. Maybe a little less resistance because our arms are coming up higher now. Sitting up really tall, maybe even hinging forward if that feels good. Getting your chest slightly in front of your hips. Palms face the ground, pull back and forward. Pull and stretch. Breathe out. Breathe in. Don't get too caught up in when to inhale, when to exhale. Typically, we tell you to exhale on the resistance, on the hard part, and inhale on the release. However, that being said, as long as you are breathing consistently and fully, that's what's most important. Hold, one at a time. Right and left and right. Twist. So many of these exercises that we do with bands simulate Pilates reformer exercises. So there's a series that we do on the equipment called the rowing series, and it's just working against resistance and sitting exactly as we are right now. Last time, hold it. So beneficial. Relax. Roll the shoulders around. Bend your knees a bit. And let's change the grip. So now the palms face in. It's like a thumbs up position. And you can modify and adjust the resistance by sliding your hands up or down. We're doing bicep curls in. So another trick is to use your knees as a little shelf for your elbows. This would be a good place to start. If this is your first time doing this workout. Or maybe you're here with your arms all the way out. Curl in and stretch. We want to resist and then lengthen out through the belly of the arm. If that's too much, you can keep your elbows a little bit lower. The higher it is, the more challenging it is to keep the arm out. Or both together. Let's stay here for 8 and 7. Nice and tall. Keep checking in with your form. 2 and 1. Okay, so going into some roll-ups. Let's begin with the modified version, keeping the band around your feet. Take a full breath in and roll your pelvis under like a wheel. The band is nice because it serves as some assistance so that you can maintain proper form. Really scoop out, hollow out through your belly. And restack. Deep inhale. And again, roll under. And restack. Again, roll under. And restack. So stay here, or you roll all the way back. One bone at a time. Roll your shoulders around a few times, up, back, and around. Another full breath in. And peel yourself back up, opening up your neck, your upper back, your middle back, coming up nice and tall. And again, roll back, bone by bone by bone. All the way down, 3 big shoulder rolls. Full inhale again, and on the exhale, you resist the resistance and bring yourself back up. All right, so that is one that you can do every single day. So good for spinal articulation. And try to do at least 10 repetitions. We're keeping it shorter for class purposes, but that's one to keep in your bag of tricks for sure. As is this one, keeping the band around just your right foot. You'll lie down, and it starts as a hamstring stretch. If it feels better to have your left knee bent, you can go there, or here. If your leg is straight, you're opening up through the hip flexor as well. With your elbows down by your sides, bend and straighten your knee a few times. So your hamstrings are a muscle group, and if you're never straightening out your leg completely, you're never fully stretching out the center largest part. So you're better off taking your foot out further and then straightening all the way out, as opposed to coming all the way up and never straightening. So really open up through the back of the leg. Let's lower and lift. Stretch it down, reach it up with a straight leg now. Active stretch. Reach your leg out of your hip and lift with control. Breathe out, breathe in. All the while maintaining stability through the rest of your body. So not allowing your ribs to pop out. Hold this one up. The IT band, it wraps from the hip, the side of the thigh to the knee. So this is just a subtle difference. Holding the band now in just your left hand pull your right foot towards your left shoulder. And at the same time, push your foot into the band. And that's where you feel a really good stretch here. This is where you should be focusing on breathing. Ease into it a little bit more on your exhale. Pull a little bit more, push a little bit more. And switch hands. Inner thigh stretch. Holding the band in your right hand, take your leg out to the side, pulling with your hand and pushing with your foot. Keeping your opposite hip down, lift back up. And again, active stretch out to the side and lift back up. Out to the side and back up. Breathe in and breathe out. Out to the side and lift. Hold it up. Switch hands. This is a spine twist. So start to cross your leg over to your left. Take your right arm out to the side and look down the length of your right arm. Please feel free to modify this and keep it smaller. So you're just bringing the leg over a little bit and then taking it back up. With time, as you feel more comfortable with it, you can go over further and feel that nice, full, long, twisted spiral. Take the leg back up. And one more thing here, and then we'll switch sides. Bend your knee out to the side, pulling your foot in towards your face. And if you feel like you need a little more assistance, more resistance, rotate your knee out with your hand and pull your foot in with the other hand. So using both hands, opposition. Take a deep breath, pull your foot in a little bit more, let the knee rotate more. And then release it. All right, and then just stretch your legs all the way out, shake them out, and there's a good chance your right leg now feels longer than your left. So let's get even. Take the band around your left foot. Now, today I'm wearing sticky socks. They're sticky on the bottom, which helps a lot so that the band doesn't slide around. So if it does wrap up like this, if it wraps up on you, it's more likely to snap. So make sure that you just try to keep it spread out around your foot. It helps too if you contract the front of your thigh. So muscles work in opposition. If you contract through the front, it's going to help you release through the back a bit more. Bending and straightening the knee. Hold it up and lower and lift. Stretch down and reach up. Exhale and inhale. Pay attention to anywhere in your body that feels like it's holding on to tension. So you just have to do a little check-in every now and then. Starting at your head, just relax through your forehead, your cheeks, your jaw, your throat. Hold at the top. Holding both sides of the band now in just your right hand for the IT band stretch. So just pulling your foot towards your right shoulder. A common error is coming all the way over, which is still a nice stretch for the hip and lower back. But again, the IT band wraps on the side of the leg. So keep your foot higher, and then it's just a subtle change from the hamstring stretch, pulling the foot towards your shoulder and pushing your foot into the band. Done with that, we can check that one off the list. Everyone's always happy when that one's over with. Now hold the band in just your left hand and pull your leg out to the side, inner thigh stretch, pulling with your hand and pushing with your foot. And lift back up. And again, out to the side. So you see, if you have one of these bands at home, there's really no reason why you shouldn't be able to carve out a little bit of time on most days, even if it's just 5 minutes. You'll feel a lot better. 5 minutes every day adds up. And then the next week you do 10 minutes. Hold it here. Switch hands, take a deep breath, and cross your foot all the way over to the right. Keep reaching your right leg out long and look over your left shoulder. Such a nice lower back twist. Full breath in and then just release a little bit deeper. Take it back up and bend your knee out to the side, pulling with your foot, pushing with your hand. And release it. Rolling all the way back up to seated now. Take the band around your feet and thumbs up position. Holding your arms out in front. And now we're ready to roll back down again. Lower down and bring your legs up to tabletop. So that means that your knees are directly over your hips and your shins are parallel to the ground. Our arms are straight, hands reaching straight out over the shoulders, pressing your back ribs down, pressing your tailbone down, reach your right arm overhead and bring it back. Switch. So this is a really awesome stability exercise that is great for strengthening the shoulders, but more importantly, strengthening and stabilizing your core. So if you have a choice between this or crunches, please do this. This helps you to get into the deepest core muscles of your body. You can do both arms and legs, press out and in while keeping your spine still. Exhale and inhale. Reach out and in. Breathe out. Breathe in. One more time. And in. And roll yourself all the way back up to seated. Home stretch. So this is an extension exercise, lying down on your tummy. And especially if you're new at this or your lower back is tight, it's okay to take your feet a little bit wider than hip width and just allow your hips to be splayed out on the mat. As you get more comfortable with it, you can bring your legs closer together, maybe even heels together, toes turned out, feet like a V. Reaching your arms overhead, holding it like you did at the beginning in the standing warm-up. Arms just a little bit wider, or hands a little wider than shoulders, so your arms are like a V. Lifting the arms up, keep looking down, and lower down. Breathe in, lift the arms, lift the chest, and lower down. Again, arms, chest, lower together. Keep moving, arms, chest. Make sure you're lifting from your chest and you're keeping the back of your neck long. So you're not shortening the neck at all. Lift through the crown of the head and lower. One more time, lift the arms. Lift the chest, hold that lift. Bend the elbows, bringing the band behind your head and back out. Again, pull down and out. Exhale, pull. Inhale out. One more time. Hold it out. Lower down. Release it. Press up to your hands and knees. Flat back. Round your spine. And flatten. Come up onto your toes. Lift through the hips and roll up your spine. Grab your band, Once again with your feet about hip width apart. You should feel nice and tall, long through your spine now. Take a deep inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, bend the elbows, bringing the band behind your head again. Look up at the sky, open up your chest. Eyes forward again, reach your arms up and lower all the way down. And that's it for today. Any questions at all, please feel free to email me directly at BeMindBodyFitness.com. Have a great day.